Welcome to today's episode of the Arena Sports Show with me, your host, Helge Schutz. In today's show, we focus on football. There's also some squash news and cricket. And we also take a look at the Africa Games, which start in Ghana this coming Friday. Well, let's kick off with football. And FC Ongos went to the top of the Debmarie Namibia Premiership after collecting maximum points over the weekend. On Friday, they beat Khomas Nampol 3-0. And on Sunday beat Young Brazilians by the same score. Well, on Friday, I got a great goal celebration of their defenders Stanley Njavera, and I also spoke to their coach Agnes Elemu after their win on Sunday. So let's take a look.
We knew that it would be a scrappy game after the way when we played against Nampo. The game was very high, the intensity was very high, so the boys, they gave all their all. So after recovery yesterday, we expected that we'll start on a scrappy part, but with the boys, what we want to do is each and every game that we go for, we go for maximum points.
Right, and as you say, you're beating Khomas Nampol 3-0 as well. So a very successful weekend for you.
Yes, it is a successful weekend. Thanks to all those people who are part of this ship of Ongos Football Club. Like I always say, I would say from the chairman, the sponsors, the sports director, my technical team working very hard together, my players. We are doing awesome things. I think this is a teamwork because this is a big ship that we are steering.
Right, and now 2/3 of the season gone, you guys on top of the log. So would you say you in contention for the title?
Yeah, in a nutshell, we are in contention, but as we always been preaching, we want to take each game as it comes, and then at the end of the day, we see where we finish.
Agnes Elemu steering the Ongos ship. Well, I also spoke to Mervin Mbakera, the new coach of Tigers, after their goalless draw against Pirates, as well as Jerry Zimmer, the coach of Civics. They also drew 0-0 against Pirates. So let's take a look.
Sometimes, let's leave the past in the past. I really don't want to dwell in that situation. It's a very painful one. But now there is a new future. There is a new challenge. There is a new assignment, which I have to start focusing on now, which is Tigers. And also remember, God said He knows the plans that He has for us. And not plans to fail us, but to prosper us. So we keep the faith in the Almighty, and then we move on. So we just need to, this is a bunch of quality players. So we just need to make sure that now we get those certain details that we pick up into the right moment, and make sure that we climb that table as soon as possible, because we are in a congested area. There is a lot of team in that phase that is so congested. So we want to get out of that congested area as soon as possible.
Oh, for me, it was a fine weekend. At least we got 2 points out of the weekend. It was against two strong opponents, not easy ones. Last night against African Stars, we even saw the match. We could have finished them, but unfortunately, that was football. We were more disciplined last night than today. But what can I say? But I'm proud of my boys. I'm really proud of them. So I think this weekend's matches will be a good motivation for our next feature against UNAM and Life Fighters that is coming to us.
Right. And how's the spirit in the camp, and do you think you can stay on top? Well, in the Premier League?
Yeah, we will definitely stay in the Premier League, Helga. Yeah, we know it. And I know how to do it.
Well, Jerry seems to be quite confident, but he shouldn't be overconfident. The relegation battle is very tight. So let's take a look at the latest log standing and all of the weekend's results. Well, it was a great weekend for Ongos. In the FNB Women's Super League, Ongos ladies also won. They beat Unam Bokkies 3-0 and are now 6 points clear at the top of the log. So let's take a look at all the weekend's results and the latest log standing. Let's move on to the Africa Games. They kick off in Accra, Ghana this coming Friday, and Namibia will once again be competing with a team of 78 athletes. Well, I was at the team's farewell at Van Hill Park on Saturday, where I also spoke to the president of the Namibia Olympic Committee, Abner Guagub. Let's take a look.
I'm very positive that we can get a few more medals. I'm looking at archery because some of these athletes already have won the African title. Because Reddy is up on her game. We are very excited and we are also very positive that she's gonna qualify. She will be going to the qualifying event, which is going to be in May in Tunisia. So we are excited about that. Some of the other athletes, we look at the wrestlers. We want the wrestlers to qualify. So if you have to qualify, then at least you have to make sure that you get to the podium position at the African Games. And that will be your stepping stone to the Olympic qualifier and subsequently to qualify for the Olympic Games. So I'm sure that we'll be picking up medals. The boxing left for Italy for the World Championships. That was on Wednesday afternoon. The boxing last year, we sent the boxing team to Dakar for the African qualifiers, and they did not do that much. So, but then we sit around the table, talk to the Federation Secretary General, and we said, okay, good, let's give the boxers a second chance. And we decided to send them now to Italy, where they are going to participate. The championships will start on the 3rd, which is Sunday. And they should complete this around the 14th of March, and then we'll know whether we have boxers who qualified. The top 4 boxers will qualify: the winner, the champion, the gold medal, the silver, and the bronze, and then the one who also lost at bronze. Those 4 boxers will qualify then for Olympics.
And good luck to the Namibian team in Ghana. Moving on to squash, and a young Namibian player, Francois Hanekom, is fast making a name for himself after recently winning 2 titles in the Cape. Francois is the son of Namibian golfing great Francois Hanekom Sr., and I spoke to both of them recently, so let's hear what they had to say.
Yeah, I played in the Van der Stel Junior Open. That was played in Stellenbosch. I went over to the finals. I beat the number 1 seed, 3-Love.
And then after that, you played in the Boland Junior Open.
Yes, that tournament was way bigger. It was 128 players. I also went into the finals and beat the number 1 seed as well, 3-Love.
Fantastic. So what did the Cape people think about you beating the number 1 seed?
Yeah, no, they were really surprised, and they didn't really expect that.
Great. And this must really have inspired you. So what are your aims for the future?
My small goal is to be number 1 in Namibia. Then my biggest goal is to play PSA squash in the highest level.
Great. Well, we will watch your development. So, Francois, you must be very proud of your young son.
Yeah, sure, very proud. What a journey to do it with him. Obviously, I'm aging now from a golf perspective, so I'm not that active anymore. I still play a lot, but now to sort of to start that journey again with him in squash, it's just wonderful.
Fantastic. And as you say, you were a top Namibian golfer. You mentioned earlier you'd won more than 100 titles. So it must run in the genes, this sporting success.
Well, it looks like it.
Yeah.
It looks like it. He's just picked a far faster game than golf. I won't say tougher, but definitely much faster. But yeah, no, I'm very happy for him. He loves it. He absolutely loves it. I can see how he's developing his character, developing his confidence, and his work ethic. You know, for a 12-year-old, it's mind-boggling. So it's a fantastic privilege to share and see this with my son.
And with that, we come to the end of today's show. But as usual, let's take a look at some of the weekend's action photos. From me, it's goodbye.